Hello, this is Sam from ValueTech Academy. In this video, I will teach you how to use the ISNULL function using a scenario. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this every week. Also, we have a free SQL course that will help you to practice SQL using 30 real-world scenarios. Link to this free SQL course is provided in description, so you can check it out. Let's get started now. In this video, I will be using this dataset provided by Microsoft to explain this SQL scenario. If you want to know how to get this dataset to practice SQL, check out the video we created. Link provided in description. So let's go to the requirement for today. We need to display the first name, middle name, last name of the person for the report. If no data is available, okay, then we need to display them as an empty string. So the sample output should be in this format, like first name, middle name, and last name. And you can see here, right? So here that in this third record, like I think there's no value present, so it's just an empty string. So in this format, we need to display the data. So let's go to the tables. So in this data set, this first name, last name, all this name information can be found in a table called person.person. So let's query this table. Okay, we have this first name, middle name, and last name information, right? So let's rewrite this query with the required column names. And if you see this output, all the names are in the ascending order. So let's use this order by. If you see this output, you can see some of the middle names are having null values. If you scroll down, you can see there's no data for this particular column. So if you go to this requirement, it says if no data is available, then we need to display them as an empty string. So like this, we need to display if there is no data available. But in the table, you can see for no data availability, it is represented as null. So what we can do is, if for these columns like first name, middle name, and last name, in case if there is no data available and if it is like replaced as null, we can replace that particular output value with an empty string. So for this, we can use a function called ISNULL function in SQL. So let me show you how we can use this ISNULL function. So the first argument is going to be the column name, and the second is going to be in case, okay, if there is any null values are present, what value we need to replace it with. So if you want to give any characters or string, we can provide that value here. But in this scenario, we want to replace null values with empty string. So I'll just give like a single quotes. So this is going to be an empty string. So what isNull function will do is, if values are present, it will return the values as it is. But if there's any null values like this found, then it will replace this null value with any value what we want to display. So here we want an empty string. For example, if you want to display something like NA, let's see what will happen. See, here in this column, you can see, right, like for null values, we got NA. But our requirement is we want to replace any null values. That is, if there is no data available, we want to replace it with an empty string. So I'm just making it as an empty string. And also I'm giving an alias for this one. Now, if you go to the middle name, you can see here, right, for null values, it got replaced with an empty string. And if there is any value present, it is returned as it is. So what we want to do is, like, if no data available, we display them as an empty string. This is the same we want to do with other column, first name and last name. So for this also, what we'll do is, because we don't know if there is any null values for first name or last name. So in case if there is any null values, we also want to replace that null value with an empty string. So we can run this and see here, right? We got the first name, middle name, and last name. If any null values is present or if there is no data present, it is replaced with an empty string. So let's go to the requirement and see if we got this output. So see here we got this output replaced with an empty string similar to this one, and also we can see other records. So in this way, for this requirement, we can use this ISNULL function. To practice more SQL queries like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you want to practice more SQL queries using scenarios, check out our playlist for practical SQL scenarios. Link provided in description. Thanks for watching this video.